Hey friends, I'm gonna walk you through how to cook shrimp Allen Oaks Farm style. We're gonna boil some today. Nice and spicy, just like we like it. Check this out. So the first step, once I get my heat on the water, is take my oranges, just cut them in half, throw them in the pot. Lemons in the pot. Onions in the pot. Once I have my lemongrass, lemons, oranges, onions, peppers, those type things in the pot, I'll bring the water to a boil. And I'm also tasting the water because I've got my seasoning, my Ring of Fire, my ProBoil, all of that in the water. And I'm tasting the water to get it to the seasoning, the level of heat that we actually like. Once it's to a boil, then I'll throw in my potatoes. Today the potatoes we're using are small. I'll give them just a little bit of a head start on the corn. Then I'll drop the corn in. Once I drop those in and I have the water to a boil, I cut the heat off. Once I cut the heat off, I'll let the potatoes and the corn soak. And if you're using things like cauliflower and pineapple as well, you want to, it'll probably take you a little testing. Cauliflower doesn't take that long to cook, and it really soaks up a lot of the seasoning, the spice that's in the water. Today we're using small potatoes, and they won't take all that long. I've got the heat cut off now. Everything's soaking. I'll let them soak for 30 minutes, and I'll try them to see. Once you throw the shrimp in, shrimp just does it. I'll heat the water back up just for a minute, and probably won't even bring it to a boil, because I want to let the shrimp soak as well, and they cook so quick, you don't want to overcook them. So I don't need really super hot water when I go to soak the shrimp. So what we have here are, these are probably 2630s head on. I'm about to throw them in the water. I'd already pulled everything else out. I forgot to mention that we also had a few Dungeness crabs. Man, they are good. Michelle just tasted one. I had a tiny little piece, and they're fantastic. So I'm gonna throw this shrimp in now. And I haven't brought my water all the way back to a boil because I want to let them soak for a little bit. I don't want my water too hot. Here we go. So when I was cooking the shrimp earlier today, I actually let the water cool down. And that way I could soak the shrimp for longer. And I kept tasting the water to ensure that it had the right seasoning level that I wanted. And I had that. What I didn't tell you was, when season the water when you go to put in your vegetables and things, when you take that out, or when you do put your shrimp in. I did it a little different today because we had the crabs. I cooked the vegetables and the crabs, then I took everything out and then added the shrimp. When I added the shrimp, I also added more spice. I re-seasoned the water, because if you have things like cauliflower and pineapple, both of those and mushrooms as well, right? All of that really soaks up the seasoning, and if it soaks it up, it was taking it out of the water. So then when you go put something else in, you have to re-season the water. So when you put your shrimp in, re-season the water. And that's what we did today. We let the shrimp soak for about 15 minutes, but we actually added ice to the water and cooled it down, and we just kept checking the shrimp, and they come out phenomenal. And there you have it. Shrimp, Allen Oaks Farm style. Man, those things, I'll go ahead and tell you, are gonna be off the hook. They are good. So there you go, man. That's what it looks like when it's all said and done. Check that out, man, right here, look at that. Ooh, man, those things are so good. Cooked just right. And the shrimp, look at that. Ooh, well, let me get one this. Yeah, watch this. Oh, look at that guy. Man, they are so good. And see the corn in there come out of the garden, potatoes. Yeah, so that's done right there, friends. There you go, friends. Boiled shrimp with Buck Allen 101. Appreciate y'all very much. Try it out, and it works. I think probably if I could tell you anything, is not to have your water too hot when you throw your shrimp in. Well, you can let them soak a little bit. Hey, appreciate you following Allen Oaks Farm. Well, it's time for margarita, friends. Y'all have a good evening. Cheers.